Hello, everyone. Today we will be doing Lab 6, Part 2. Let me read the instructions. Lab 6, Part 2. Create a new Java application. Name it Lab 6, Part 2. For each of the questions below, create a separate class in Lab 6, Part 2 project. Okay, important. Do not take screenshots. Okay, that's not important. Okay, that's not important either. Okay, there we go. The names of these classes should be Lab 6 Part 2 and DICE. Here are the instructions. Answer question 15 from the programming challenges in the textbook, page 400. Answer question 15 with these modifications. Use three instances of the die class, one for each of the players: CPU, player one, and player two. The dice has 10 sides numbered 1 through 10. The program should still use in a loop that iterates 10 times. But instead of rolling each dice once, you need to roll the dice twice and add up the two values. The winner is the one with the highest sum from the two rolls of the dice. The rest of the details are the same as listed in the book. Let's go to the book. Accidentally exited out of it before getting to this. Give me just a moment so I can go to the book. Read it. Read number 15 really quick. It's loading. Take a minute. Mm. Oh, I see. Okay, this is what it says in the book. Write a program that uses the die class as presented in this chapter to play a simple dice game between the computer and the user. There's a difference here. I think I'm going to skip over this first paragraph because we're doing different things as instructed. The program should have a loop that iterates 10 times. Each time the loop iterates, you should roll the dice. You should roll both dice. The dice with the highest value wins. At, in the case of a tie, there's no winner. As the loop iterates, the program should keep count of the number of times the computer wins, the number of times the users win. After the loop performs all of its iterations, the program should display who is the grand winner of the computer. Who's the grand winner, the computer or the users? All right. So I'm going to type my code first and then I'll explain after. I'll type the code first, then explain after. Here's that out. And you see that I am typing on here. Yeah, you can see. You can see me typing out. All right. Oh, oops. Oops. All right. Now I'm going to start tippity typing away on this. as fast as I can, since I do not want to be typing forever. First, we're going to create the sides of the dice and how many rounds are in this particular game. So we're going to use final so that this number doesn't change. What am I spelling right now? Am I flip? Am I okay? Sides. Shut up. Yeah. I don't like how close this is. How big or shaggy. This is what I want to be called. Final. I'm gonna copy this. I don't have to keep writing it over and over. CPU dice and W dice dice. I'm just call it die. I'm gonna write it. Underscore size. The D is really close to this. DSIDES. Am I okay? Am I okay? I'm gonna copy this so I don't have to rewrite it over and over because we have three different instances. We have to create three different instances, which is going to be the CPU, player one, and player two. One, player two. This one, the dice. So I can specify what I'm talking about. Two dice. Yeah. Yeah. Why is it yelling? I ain't got there yet, God damn it. Come on. Uh, excuse me. That was not progress. Sometimes I get frustrated when screens where I've already written the code once before. Um, CPU dot CPU CPU WIN. I'm basically going to do this for all three instances. I copied and pasted right there. I'm going to pull. Hi, player. Hi, player two. Player one, CPU, player one, player two. Oh, I spelled cup instead of CPU. So confused for a second. I'm like, cup? Why did I write cup? Okay. That's how you. Excuse me. Actually, let's pause it right here. And right there. Food don't make sense without this first. No, I'll write this. Old. Old. VR. Well, VR. A. Yeah. Nope. And legal start type. Do I have to delete that? Put it back? Do I put it? I don't know. Okay. That was strange. Very strange to me. Why though? Yeah, I ain't even typing it. I copied it. That's right. That's what I did. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's public. Make it public. Guys. Gonna do my import. Value. Value. Ah, paste it. It's supposed to be returning sides. Actually, let me just make a skeleton because I'm getting irritated. Public I'm gonna do that and then leave the little return type right here for now as that for now. I finish writing the whole shebang. Public get value. I can spell. We're going to do that for now. Let's return stars. This must return value. Hmm. It's going to cost here. Hmm. That's how I always get errors in my code. Okay, back to this. Back to this. Left off right here. Code real quick to make sure I need where I'm at. I need to do next. So four is done. Okay. CPU get CPU die get value. CPU yeah, that is a lot of information. Ooh, oh my god. I don't like that. Oh my god. God, get value. You die. Now I gotta do a very similar thing for the rest of the instances. So I'm just gonna copy this and paste and just change the names in a sec. All right, change the name to player one, player two. I'm gonna copy this. I don't have to keep rewriting player over and over. A little redundant, if I do say so. Player two, got one. Just realized it. Oh, I see my error is illogical. Voila, this is done. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Mhm. Mhm. All right, let us continue. I'll explain it all from the top to the bottom. Mm, Jesus, maybe not that, not that much. Copy this and paste it in times. Back to this. Okay, backslash in, give it some space. LTS results. Result. App. We got it. CPU results should be here's me. I was just reading what I had here. Make sure it makes sense. Uh, plus I'm just gonna copy and paste this stuff because I'm not rewriting it over and over. You should be able to see where I'm copying it from. It's within the code I just wrote. PP1 plus CPU2 plus CPU total. TOTAL total. I'm gonna copy this because it's gonna be something very similar for the whole thing. Okay. Basically, player one. So one space and then the whole shebang. Comments. So CPU, it would be player. These would be C player one, roll one, roll two, player one total. Oh, give me a second, it please. Okay, there we go. Copy this whole shebang so I can do player two. Player two, two, two. All right, save progress. Mm-hmm. Okay. My bad. Dang, I forgot the plus sign. I forgot the concatenate. I forgot. My mistake. My mistake. I just copied this. I don't have to keep writing it. Player one, when space. Humble. When All right. No, I was silent for a while. Let me explain the code real quick. All right. Let me explain the code. Okay. Up here, I start by getting a constant. I start by setting a constant for the number of sides on for the number of sides, which is 10. Then I set a constant for how many rows, a constant for how many rows the game, how many rows, the maximum rows, which is 10. Then in this section that I'm highlighting here, I create one die for each of the three players, which is CPU, player one, and player two. Each die has 10 sides. All right. Here in this section, these three variables will keep track of how many rounds each player wins. In this line here, this line, this line shows the number of rounds the game will play. Excuse me, the game will play. And then here, in this for loop, this long, this long for loop, in this long for loop, quite long for loop, in this long for loop, I begin the loop to simulate each round of the game. It will run 10 times because the max rolls is 10. All right, all right. Okay. Each player rolls their die twice. I call the roll method and use the get value to get each roll's result. Then I add the two, which is down here. Let me highlight this whole section. Then I add the two rolls and calculate the player's total for the round, which is shown here in this section that's highlighted. I feel like I should explain it a bit more. So I am about to section in the excuse me. Yeah, I've been working on so many different projects and I haven't had enough sleep lately. I have like three different projects I'm working on. Um, yeah, I was explaining some more about this particular part of the code. My eyes burn. This particular part of the code. This part of the code shows basically everything I explained. I'm sorry. And then I used, in this particular line here, can I highlight it? Hello, am I okay? In this particular line, I show the round number. I used I plus 1 because I starts from 0 and we want it to show round 1 through 10. Then I print the result of each player's roll and their totals, which is, and their totals. The winner is determined by comparing each player's total. Whoever has the highest total wins the round. If there is a tie, no one wins. After all 10 rounds, I print the number of wins for each play that each player got. And then we compare down here. Then we compare down here, where I'm talking. Then we compare the win count to determine the overall grand winner, or we can say, or we'll say it's a tie if there is no clear winner. Now, let me explain it a bit further. Moving on to the next little one, the dice class. Here I had to import a random, I have to import the random class to use to generate random numbers for the dice. In these two lines here, first I store the number of sides the die has, then I store the current value of the die, sides and values. Then I go down here and initialize the number of sides and rolls the die one time. So I can explain it well. Hmm. This is a, this right here is a constructor. It takes in the number of sides we want. It takes in the number of sides that the number of sides we want the die to have and store it in the sides variable. Then it calls the roll method and assigns and and assigns a random value to the die right away. In this section here, this method rolls the die. First, it creates a new random object. Then it generates a random number between 1 and the number of sides used, and the number of sides using the rand next int sides plus 1 to store that value variable. Okay. Then down here, This is a getter method that returns how many sides the die has. And this is also a getter method that return returns the current value of the dice. All right, let's run her. Let's run it really quickly, and I'll show you the rest of my code. Okay, let's open this really big so you can see. Where am I tripping right now? Why can't I see this? Okay, it says round one results, round two, round one results are something went wrong. Hold on. Let me let me fix this. Like something ain't right. Hold on. I'm gonna rewrite this real quick so it makes sense. Let me try something. Let me try something real quick. I just want to try something real quick. Just real quick. Real quick. Real quick. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back and just add some stuff so that's easier to tell what's going on between these two. Right. So, like plus, and then this, and this, basically. Like plus, this, this is equal. These based on. Okay, I see where I went wrong. I see it. I see it. Not I think that's better to rerun that. Yes. Yes. That makes much more sense. Okay. My bad. My bad. My bad. And then like the little round one results, round two results situation is bothering me. Bothering me. Let me find it real quick. Like nothing but a sec. We just let's see. My bad. I didn't change anything. I needed to make sure my code wasn't looking wonky. Okay, so it says it's rolling the dice 10 times. Round one, round one, player one wins. Round two, player one wins. Round three, player one wins. It's rigged. It's rigged. Because how does player one keep winning? Round three, player one wins again. Player round four, player two wins because they have the highest number. Round five, CPU wins, which is surprising. Round six, CPU wins. Round seven, player one wins. Round nine, CPU wins. Round nine, it's a tie. And round 10, player two wins. It seems as though the grand winner is player one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you later.